All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem HaKodash. And this is Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, let's... So this is an article, and today's lesson is going to be on the word force or cause it. And we're going to get into that. So let's get into this. This is from the U.S. Today. U.S. issues warrant attempting to seize Iran oil tanker Grace 1. So the U.S. has unsealed a warrant to seize an Iranian oil tanker detained in Gibraltar. Well, I don't even know what unsealed means, but we can look that up. The government of Gibraltar on Sunday rejected. Let's look this word up. No, not that one. Nope. Unsealed. Alright. That's taking me too far. Basically, they revealed it. The government of Gibraltar on Sunday rejected. So let's look up that word. Rejected. Dismissed as inadequate, inappropriate, or not to one's taste. So they said no. A U.S. request to continue holding an Iranian supertanker. To continue holding it. I heard it was a month. So there it is. Supertanker detained more than a month ago on suspicion of attempting to breach global sanctions. Now, global sanctions. I want you to remember global, because it's basically talking about the world, right? And this is one of the classics, and you can always go to it. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Now let's focus on the earth is given. The earth is given, alright? So right here, just in this little first paragraph, the government of Gibraltar, a different government from the United States, it rejected its authority, basically. Rejected this authority. The Grace 1 was free to go, so it can only be free after being captive. It was free to go and could be sailing unfettered by Monday, authorities said. So we're going to do... I hope I'm spelling it right. There you go. Alright, this one's a good one. Alright. There's Gibraltar. The Strait of Gibraltar. Rock of Gibraltar. So how does one government force another government? I mean, that's really what happened. Because this government so small, it has to be scared of it, right? There has to be a reason why it is scared of it, a biblical reason. Okay, let's go to that biblical reason. All right. This is Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. So let's get into that. He killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So what is the sword? The sword right now is all these military vessels, weapons, community networks, alliances like NATO and the EU. That's the beast. And the dragon is the United States. So this is the dragon right here. Those are the ones that are killing and making people afraid. So just by looking at this scripture right here, and this is basic scripture, Revelation 13:10, you could see that somebody is killing, and that same thing, an entity that's killing must be killed. Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. There we go. There's the dragon. United States military. And the beast gives him power. Revelation 13:12. And he exercised all power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So what do you see all over the dragon? Which makes people worship the beast. You see the Roman architecture, the Greek influence on policies and procedures of every business and school, fraternities and all that bullshit, gyms, the society, and then the mark of the beast is coming up. Revelation 13:13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. So this is how, Revelation 13:13, this is how he forces, and we haven't even got into that word forces yet. Alright, but we will after this right here. Grace 1 was free to go and could be sailing unfettered. By Monday, authorities said the Gibraltar government in a statement cited differences between the sanctions authorized by the U.S. and those of the European nation. Come on, man. This is just so beautiful. The U.S. is a dragon, and the European nation represents the beast. That's just like kindergarten stuff, man. Which I'm a master of kindergarten because I had to go twice when I was younger. Alright. So there is, in the second paragraph, why the government of Gibraltar is afraid of the dragon. and the beast. So now let's get into who caused it. Alright. Well, let's just read this one too. Revelation 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Like all his military prowess, the rockets that are going into orbit, dumping shit on the moon. They got all kinds of tardigrades and living organisms. They're turning the moon into a dump site, basically, is what I'm saying. Man, they're just trying to get out of the problem they made. So it's gonna, if let's say you Edomites, let's say 500 million of you Edomites make it on a ship, and you make it to some planet somewhere, no matter how far it is, and no matter how long it took to get there, because space and time are different. Space on Earth is different than, time on Earth is different than time in space, and then time on another planet is different than the time in this planet. So with that said, let's say you 500 million of you Edomites make it on a ship. Boom, you're out of here. You land on that planet. No time has passed from these scriptures coming true, and we're gonna get you wherever you're at. So once we start getting you, once Yahushua comes in those clouds, we'll find you wherever you're at. We'll find you. How do I know? Because you have these things, Esau, you have these things called radars. And on these radars, you pick up our chariots. Yes, our chariots. And you refer to them as flying through the air with impunity, which is correct of you to do. So we'll find you. All right, so I'm just saying that. So don't say, what if we get away? You ain't going to get away. You're deceiving yourself, and because you're a deceiver, that's just it. And deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's going to happen. So now we're going to get into it, all right? And he caused it all. I'm going to stop right there. Cause it. Just to make this nice and tight. All right. Poeo. No. Poio. Apparently a prolonged form of an obsolete primary. To make or do. Abide, agree, appoint, avenge, band together, be, bearer, commit, without any delay. Alright, that's crazy stuff. So it's causing it. It's making you do. Alright. Hide, outline. Oh, no. I'm getting too literal. To make with the names of things made, to produce, construct, and a sanction is in the name of the dragon and the beast. Okay, that's why they're enforcing it. That's why it is to make. That's why it is to cause. To be authors of, yeah, they are the authors of those sanctions, and if you break them, guess what? You're subject to their wrath. The cause, to make ready, to prepare, to produce, bear, shoot forth, to acquire, provide a thing for oneself. So, okay. So, the dragon and the beast tell Gibraltar, you're gonna detain the Iranian oil tanker. So, to acquire to provide a thing for oneself. By Gibraltar, listening to the beast and the dragon, they are providing themselves peace with the dragon. At the same time, you are acquiring hate, but with the nations that hate the dragon and the beast. Oh, this is a good one right here. To make a thing out of something, all right? Like cash. To render one anything, to make, constitute, appoint one anything, to appoint, ordain one that, to declare one anything, to put one forth, to lead out. So you get the gist. You get it. To make you do. To make you do. And I'm going to close it out with this. Revelation 13 and 16. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's what this Edomite is doing. He's forcing he's already making it. Next thing is a chip. And then with the chip is going to be World War III. But also martial law and all those things. One after another. It's going to seem like a lot of space in between. A lot of time, I mean. But it's actually all happening together. Because one can't happen without the other. The way these Edomites do it, they already have it written out and they already have it planned out. It's already rolled out. So with that, I'm going to say, Kahalayim Laihau Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakodash Shalom.